The most popular video on this channel, and it's not even close, is the unboxing video I made for my graphics card and my gaming PC. So I figured, let's do it again. This here is the Gigabyte RTX 4070. Is it the Windforce? Windforce OC 12 gig. The 4070 is the newest 70 series card from NVIDIA at the time of recording, which is September 10th, 2023. I got this for my streaming PC. I want AV1 encoding. My 2070 that's in there, it doesn't have AV1. That's why we picked this up. I want to be able to record and stream onto YouTube in AV1. And I didn't have that capability before. So let's get into this. Just a basic unboxing. I don't expect this video to be too long, but we're gonna unbox it. We're gonna put it in the streaming PC. Like I said in the last unboxing video that I made for the 7900 XTX, this is not a review. This is an unboxing experience as well as an installation experience and just an overall user experience with this card. So don't expect any metrics, don't expect any numbers. We're not even gonna do temperatures, even though I probably could, but I don't have any games or even game drivers on that PC. I got the studio drivers on there. So yeah, we're not even gonna do temperatures. I got this card because one, it was the cheapest 4070 at Micro Center, and two, it was the cheapest one with 3 fans. I guess I had a few others, but they were like dual fan cards, and since this is in a streaming rig, I figured noise levels are important. So we're gonna go ahead and get the 3 fan because 3 fans means more air being moved, which means cooler, which means fans aren't being as loud, which means quiet. I was kind of excited, hoping to see a card here, but instead we got the quick guide. Wow, what year is it? Hey, yo, Gigabyte, do me a favor, update this. We don't need like VGA and DVI on GPUs anymore, okay? Moment of truth. Of course, anti-static bag. Does it come with anything else at all? I mean, I thought this box was pretty light. No, it does not. Okay, so pretty light box because the only thing in here is the card. Now, I've actually never bought a Gigabyte GPU before. This is the first time I've ever used one. I have used some of their motherboards, and I've only had an issue with one not working once out of all the builds I've done. But here we are. The RTX 4070 Windforce OC model by Gigabyte. It's actually a really nice looking card. Significantly smaller than the 7900 XTX that I have in my gaming rig. And the 7900 XTX I put in my buddy's rig. Just actually, that was, what, 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago. I don't have any video of that because we were on a time crunch to get it built before he left back for Michigan. I'll throw a picture up here of the build just so you can see it. But yeah, so the 3 fan design, obviously gonna keep things nice and cool. It is a dual slot card, although I'd be willing to say it's like a 2.25. They label these as dual slots, but as you can see, it definitely is gonna hang down into the third a little bit. It does have 1 power connector, so that'll be good for anyone who's using lower wattage power supply or just a power supply with less cables. It does not require 2 or 3, so less cables for you to run in your build, which is always a nice thing. It does have 1 HDMI and 3 display ports, which actually might be a bit of an issue for my rig. I'll talk about that here in a sec. Like all the new 40 series cards, and I think, did they do this on the 30s as well? The back plate does leave some of the fin stack uncovered there to get air to go through that way and push it out the top. It is overall a very nice looking card though. I am impressed. There is no dual BIOS switch, so don't expect that. There's no quiet mode or OC mode on here. There are no other connectors. However, I do see screw holes. I'm assuming for some sort of an anti-sag bracket, there are 3 screw holes on, do we call this the front side of the card? Because I mean, when it's in your case, it's towards the front of the case. Do we call that the front? The front side. Front side. The side of the card. Sure, I don't know. But that is essentially it. Incredibly basic. There's really not much to it. Just your typical GPU. It does look very nice. Oh, there's some peels on the fans. Oh, now they're stuck to my desk. Got it. You know, now that I think about it though, I am kind of surprised that there's actually no, actually let's get this bag out of the way. Now that I think about it, I am kind of surprised that there's no peels anywhere else on the card. It does have the cover for the PCI, obviously, but that's it then. So let's go ahead. We're gonna take the 2070 out of my streaming rig. We're going to replace it with the 4070, and I'll explain what we're going to do with the 2070 here later on, but that will be in a video that I'm also going to record today. We're putting together another rig, essentially is what it is. Oh, this thing is heavy. This PC is it's a beefy boy. Now, for those of you that did watch the video of the 7900 XTX unboxing, this is my streaming rig. In that video, we did put this 2070 in there. That card was my main card for the longest time until we upgraded, and it worked really well. It did, and it's worked really well in the streaming PC, but the issue that I'm running into, my ISP, for some reason in 2023, thinks that it's a necessity to have data caps, right? Because, you know, when I think technology and internet infrastructure in 2023, I think data caps are a great idea. But with me live streaming as a full-time gig, as well as uploading every single video or every single VOD of our streams to the YouTube VOD channel, I have exceeded that data cap more than once. Ew, that was in my rig? Hold on. Nothing a little Windex and a paper towel cannot fix. So as I was saying though, they do have data cap limits of 6 terabytes, which sounds like a ton until you stream full-time and you upload all your VODs on YouTube and you have other content that goes up and you have to download new games, and I have passed that 6 terabyte limit a couple of times now. This is kind of a future-proof upgrade for me, just because of the fact that with AV1 encoding as well, I hate the word future-proof, but with AV1 encoding going to be coming to Twitch eventually, we will be able to do that. So this card, as you can see, it is a little bit smaller than the 2070, not by much. It's a little bit shorter and not quite as tall this way. I don't know if you can even tell. Thickness, there's the comparison. If you have the ROG Strix 2070 like what I have, that's what you can expect. It does have, like I said, 1 power connector instead of 2. So go ahead and we'll slot that in like so. That is a very pretty looking card. And even without the screws in here, the retention screws for the PCI slots, I really don't see any sag. This 2070 does have a bit of sag to it when you put it in, which I guess maybe with this card being a little bit shorter that way, obviously is gonna help that. Now, one thing I would like to point out about this card is that for the power connector, I didn't say it before, it does just use a single 8-pin connector, so it doesn't use that weird, is it 16? What is the new one that NVIDIA is using? The 16 or the 12-pin? For some reason, 16 sounds right. It doesn't use the new weird power connector that NVIDIA has been using that's been burning down everyone's house. So no worries about that. Your computer should not start on fire with this in there. So now that it's installed, now that you see what it looks like, I guess that seems to be it then. It is kind of a shorter video than I expected, I guess. So now you might be wondering what I'm gonna be doing with the 2070 here. That's gonna be another video, so make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos, which will include the ITX build that actually is going to include this 2070. That will be actually probably the next video uploaded to this channel, because I'm going to be recording it just a few minutes after I'm done exporting this footage to the computer. So, you know, like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let me know in the comments down below if you have this card and how it performs for you, or just any 4070 in general, or just for the engagement purposes, leave a poop emoji or your favorite emoji or anything you want. Honestly, just comment, okay? Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.